Hey, this is Swagger's doing LA Noire for GameGuideCentral.com. We're on case number 5 for Homicide, the studio secretary murder. Even though I don't think she was actually a secretary. But you know, whatever. And she hasn't worked there for like 10 years. You know, whatever. Don't worry about it. That's what they called it. First, we're going to go to the Pawnbroker, not really on case here, but just some cleanup for some previous cases that we've had some questions on since the beginning. And you get in there and you're going to get a little scene with the guy, and then he's going to show us 2 rings that have been pawned.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark, usually traceable.
Yeah, and it tells us that this ring came from Hatfield's jewelry, which we didn't know before, but apparently Cole isn't interested in going and checking that lead out. So right now all we know is 2 of the rings have been pawned.
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
And looking at these 2 pieces, that's all they're apparently going to care about that. So that's the end of that.
What have you got?
So now let's go to the actual crime scene. People keep putting comments on that. Do I know you can do that while you're in the car? Yeah, but then I'm driving. I don't want to drive. I want Galloway to drive. That's why I have to do it outside the car.
Smell? Very good.
Yeah,
There is
homeless
the
lady.
usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite
Ladies
some
that
time.
are homeless.
Very strong smell of alcohol. Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated. Another missing ring.
Another missing ring.
It seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Okay, and let's go look at her effects on this mat over here. And she's got a letter, or half a letter.
Someone was trying to get her to come home.
And then, in fact, yeah, see, she works in legal. I wouldn't consider probably a secretary in legal, but you know, whatever. Company's closed, we're never going to find out. And as like everyone here, there's a matchbook. All these chicks are getting killed after going to bars. Drinking's bad, people. Drinking is bad. It's all you can take away from this whole entire game. Drinking is bad. And then a liquor store with some list of items on there, very weird items.
Worth investigating.
So let's go interview the weirdo, and he has lipstick on him that's been used. So his interference with evidence, he's actually telling the truth, he's just a weirdo. And then discovery of the victim's body.
Why didn't you report the body?
We're gonna doubt that. There's not much to that guy, he's just a freak. And then talk to the shift man. That's just a quick scene, not an actual interview. And then go to the phone, and let's call in for some more information, and then we're gonna head to the next location, which is the bar. So we're going to start off, as always, talking to the bartender, and then he's just going to point out McAfee here. And last contact with the victim there, McAfee?
You want to get
Doubt it. And then his criminal history. Also, I'm going to doubt that. And let's switch locations now and go to the liquor store.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
After a quick talk, he's going to show you where Evelyn's been living in the back of his liquor store. She's an alcoholic. That's probably not a good idea, but you know, it happens, so
We'll take
whatever.
a look around.
And then you can just look at the statue.
Evelyn work in the pictures.
You know, she used to work there.
Illegal copyrights for music.
She's got a name tag.
I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't worked on the job for quite some time before she was killed.
And then also another clue towards the bowling alley, just kind of confirming that she's been there and that she likes to steal bowling pins.
Rawlings Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
Okay, and then kitty corner to that, we have a picture showing her much happier times. But the important thing is this book. Aristotle's Metaphysics. Meta what? But more importantly, let's look inside and we'll see that, oh, it's Mr. McCaffrey's. And then there's one more picture in the other corner of the room. Now let's go interview the main guy. Not main guy, but the main guy here. The owner, Mr. Robbins. And then contact with the victim. She stayed there, that's the truth.
Where the money came from?
Relationship with the victim. He's also telling the truth there, that's good. Good for him, for being truthful. Knowledge of McCaffrey. We're going to doubt that. You know, he knows more than he says. So let's run back to the bar and find out about this book, since he said he didn't know her. So just one quick question: relationship with the victim, and we know he's lying. We know he's a dirty liar, because she's got that book. So now let's go to the police station to do some interviewing, find some information. We're going to go down to technical services because they called in and said, hey, we got some of that evidence type stuff. And then use the phone to call in for the address. I don't know why we're using the phone to call the police station for the police station to give us information. So let's go to the bowling alley. We've got a lot of locations, a lot of places to go today. And after the conversation, we want to run down the left alley here by number 1. And then, of course,
LAPD!
Tierman's going to run. Oh my gosh, I'm going to fast forward this. How many car chases can we have in a game? Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. Come on, Galloway. The only thing you do in this whole game is complain and shoot at tires. So at least be good at shooting at tires. Whoopsie-daisy. Uh-oh. Finally he gets. We gotta drive over his car. And then we arrest him. Let's go to McCaffrey's apartment before we go to the police station. That way everyone will be at the police station we need to talk to at once.
You're behind the wheel.
You're behind the wheel. But I'm going to get it on the driver's side. Okay, check the boxes to see that he is in number 6. Everyone's on the top floor. Sons of. But actually he's not. He's on the 2nd floor. Still not on the 1st. That's what counts. Okay, take a left. And nobody home, so you know what we do when no one's home.
Anybody's home.
Yeah, just kick it in and go in. Could be a murderer here.
Want to do the honors, Phelps?
Okay, right away on the table on the left is the bottom half to that letter.
learned from the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
And then, yeah, bloody shirt and bloody tire iron just sitting on the floor. Oh, just got home from a long day of murdering chicks. I should probably get rid of this evidence, but I'm so tired. I'm just going to throw it on the floor and leave it there for days. Then the neighbor's going to come over and say that he is probably on the roof hanging out with his pigeons. So just go to the 3rd floor, and then in the back right is the maintenance/roof access. And head up here, and then he's going to be up here. And guess what? Guess what he's going to do? Do you have any idea? Do you have a guess?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
He's going to run.
Running
Oh
a
my
hangover,
gosh,
McCaffrey?
these people in the running.
Down and we'll talk. Go get our wheels.
Remember, you just have to keep pushing down for these. You don't actually have to navigate. Why can't I shoot people in the leg or something? Yeah, I'm gonna fast forward this because you're just running. Come back here, McCaffrey. And then tackle him. Oh, you're down.
Over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
Okay, finally, let's go to the police station and interview these two guys back to back. And let's just get down to it and find out who this killer is.
Why?
Okay, starting with Tiernan, his relationship with the victim. He's lying.
I'll have you charged.
Got a weird grin on his face there, being such a dirty liar. And we know that because of the, well, we know that because McCaffrey says he saw him with him. So I like how our main point of this is that the two possible killers are doubting each other, and we're using that as factual evidence. Alibi for James Tiernan.
We were drinking together last night. You're lying.
Lies.
You've been.
We know that because he's got some liquor bought for him, huh? Access to the murder weapon. We'll doubt what he's saying is 100% accurate. Okay, after that, do not charge him. Get up and go to McCaffrey, who is in the other interview room, which is far, far away from the first interview room.
You ready, Dan?
Okay, and then alibi for McCaffrey. That's a lie.
McCaffrey.
We know that because he had the torn letter in his room.
How about
And then access to a tire iron. That's a lie because there was a tire iron on his floor.
Tiernan is.
Well, it's a lie because Tiernan accused him of being there. Okay, so let's go back. Now we got some more. He's giving us some stuff on Tiernan.
You spoken to McCaffrey? I can go? It's all been cleared up?
Not quite. We have one more question we need to ask, James. Then I think we will be done.
Sure. Go ahead.
Sure, go ahead, buddy. Evidence prior to the murder, that's a straight lie. And again, we're saying it's a lie because McCaffrey said it was. So now, stop at the phone on the way back. Let's call in about this supposed criminal/military service of McCaffrey's, and then we'll talk to him about his military service, and he's lying because his criminal record says that he's violent towards the ladies. And then he goes all off on how ladies are inferior, and yeah, so accuse him of murder, and you'll get your 5 stars. GameGuideCentral.com